White Lane End, the new Umbro stand, which cost £7 million. Part of the rebuilding here at Main Road. Eventually the capacity will be 40,000, but it's an all-ticket crowd today of 34,000, the best gate of the season. The buzz around Main Road and the feedback from the supporters to this FA Cup quarter-final has been fantastic. It's a very glamorous tie, and it's not surprising it's been chosen for live coverage on BBC television. Not my words, those of Peter Reid, the player-manager of Manchester City. So let's have a look at Peter Reid's chosen team. A disappointment for Ray Ranson, because he would have been the only survivor from that 1981 final. Interesting that Peter Reid, who hasn't been playing recently, has put himself on the substitutes bench. As for the lineup of the starting 11, here's Trevor Brooking.
Well, it should be a fairly straightforward 4-4-2. Quite a new look central midfield there. Not that much experience, Gary Flitcroft and Fitzroy Simpson, but they look very good the last few games. So it would be important for them to control that area if they can. And then, of course, you've got Shearer, number 8, up there with Quinn, but they sometimes interchange with White during the game. He goes wide and White comes in and tries to use his pace down the middle.
As for Spurs, well, I'm sure Terry Venables and the coaches, Doug Ligamore and Ray Clements, have been thinking all week what to do about the absence of Barmby. They're including in their lineup Steve Sedgley, who was back on Tuesday after being out for 4 months with cartilage problems. But in the end, the decision is to be positive about the absence of young Barmby.
Yes, Sedgley is actually preferred to Andy Gray to do the anchor man in midfield. Now David Howells is out injured, but interest will be that rather than leave Sheringham up isolated, they've decided to push Darren Anderton up to play 2. That enables then Samways to join from central midfield, as he's much more effective doing rather than being a second striker. And Paul Allen will be on the right-hand side, I think keeping an eye on the forward runs that left-back from City, Terry Phelan, likes to make.
That's the other team with all the young mascots, the 2 skippers. Gary Mabbott on the left, Keith Curle for Manchester City on the right. Their big day is over. Huge expectation. And as the referee, Ray Lewis of Great Bookham. It's a lovely place to be if you're a referee. Actually, it's just outside Maidenhead. He's ready to get the match underway. And it will ask a lot to match that final in 1981. But the contest does look a natural. Peter Reid, I'm sure, will be hoping that he doesn't have to bring himself on. And sitting alongside him is Tony Book, the last man to hold up the cup for Manchester City back in 1969. Away we go. Spurs in the yellow strip. City in their usual colours. And the first free kick goes Tottenham's way. Pitch was flooded yesterday by the groundsman, Stan Gibson. Sure, as usual, it will be a good playing surface. Tony Coton might have played in a semi-final for Watford, but was unluckily injured when Watford lost to Spurs. It was back in '87. Came off Flitcroft's head. Underneath it was Neil Ruddock. Waited for others. Here's White and here's Quinn. Didn't get it quite as he would have wished, but there was a certain hesitancy among the Tottenham players, and suddenly there was White free on the right. And here's a man who will be in contest with Quinn, Neil Ruddock, whose importance to Tottenham has been made clear by recent results. Indeed, in 94 minutes of football against Wimbledon and against Sheffield United,